holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded inside to 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
2nd down and inches. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, James, the tight end. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's blown downfield by London. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Patterson running between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. 9 yards. Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice catch.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Ravens at 12-2 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Moore, the man in motion. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Patterson again.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 29, Jackson. Forced out to his left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's got some space here.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got his man. It's London.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Moore, the man in motion. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On the move to his left.
This pass is caught by London.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, Patterson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Throws right back to London, complete again.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He's been his best afternoon on the ground. Far from it, but incredibly that yardage.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Hey, report.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. In motion, James, the tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 58 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
David Ojabo, and there to get him, and that is sack number 6 Protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Ojabo in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every win if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Able to find Patterson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Now this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Baltimore, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.